Hey everyone, welcome back, and this is my review of Kaito Episode 3. You know, watching this, when I started the series, I was wondering, especially after the last episode, exactly how the series can continue to be interesting and entertaining when really the only substance of the plot is that it's about Kaito Kid wanting to obtain this Philosopher's Stone, basically, which can turn people immortal and prevent this villain from obtaining it first. I was really curious, and this episode kind of helped prove that, to help answer me that question. This episode was about billiards. Now I'm going to get into that in just a sec, but the way to answer that question is that it proves that even though you have an overarching storyline in a story, every single episode doesn't need to be about that. You can have episodes that are about something completely different that helps to build up your characters, okay? And granted, it wasn't, it still had to do with the plot because it was about Kaito doing magic tricks and whatnot, and he even donned his costume at one point towards the end of the series, okay? So, there's that, of course. But I don't think basically the Philosopher's Stone thing was even mentioned, or even so much as referenced in this episode, but it was still a great episode, okay? Now, let's get to the whole billiards thing. How in the fuck were they able to make an episode about pool this enjoyable? This amazing? How were they able to do that? That is really fucking skillful right there, okay? I'm sorry, but it really is. That takes talent to make an episode basically about pool this entertaining. Granted, I like pool. I like to play pool. I really do. I'm not that good at it, but I like to play it. But mainly alone. But how are they able to make it this interesting? Seriously. I mean, it was really good. And there's one thing in this episode that I didn't quite get at first, which is how, Kaito was... When Kaito won his match, he basically made the ball, swerve all around the pool and jumped frickin' twice. Okay, and I think I kind of understand it now because at the end of the episode, he actually used a string which was so thin it couldn't really be seen unless you focused really hard on it, to make Aoko think that she actually won. When in reality she wouldn't have. And earlier, that one guy who he was facing against, I guess it was hinted that he was using a similar string on the pool stick. So my guess is that in order to make the ball do all those crazy things in his winning match, he actually used that string as well, and it just wasn't shown then. That's my only guess right there, because Kaito's pretty cool. He really is. He knows how to get things done, okay? And I also love in this episode how the romance between Kaito and Aoko does seem to be going a little bit further, and I just really like Aoko's character. Okay, because her character was fucking hilarious in this episode, because she's getting completely fucking wasted at this bar, even though she's not even 21 yet, or I don't know what the legal drinking age in Japan is, but either way, and then she's hugging this dummy corpse of Kaito, saying, "Oh, please don't die, please don't die." Fucking hilarious. And of course at the end there, when she thought that she was going to win, at first I didn't or when she thought she won, when she really wouldn't have if it wasn't for Kaito. At the beginning of the series, I really didn't like her character that much. I thought she was just a generic tsundere bitch that was just going to constantly make fun of Kaito for no reason at all. But it seems like, unlike most cases with that, this is only because of how close that they actually are. And I'm pretty sure that their romance is going to blossom into something bigger throughout the course of the series. I at least want to get a kiss out of them before the end of the series. I know this isn't primarily a romance, at least I'm pretty sure it's not, but still. If it's going in that route, it might as well go all the way. That's all I'm going to say about that. But anyways, if you have yet to see this week's episode of Magic Kaito, I definitely recommend that you do. Okay, it was a really good episode. The series just keeps getting better and better. After this, I may want to check out the original Magic Kaito series, because apparently this is a remake, as well as Detective Conan, which this is supposed to be a spin-off of, because this is really good. So anyways, overall, I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. These after guys, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.